Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from Beat Down Burnout. I'm Dr. Nan, and this is Dr. Nan's Thoughts on Leadership. Yes, that's right, Dr. Nan's Thoughts on Leadership, as opposed to our podcast on leadership and diversity in medicine. Now, leadership and diversity in medicine will be returning next week, and we have an amazing guest coming on. We're going to be having Dr. Terry Malcolm coming on, who's going to be giving us some incredible insights on leadership, what she thinks leadership looks like, how you can have one physician in a large organization representing everyone. So let's go ahead and talk about Dr. Nan's thoughts on leadership today. You know, have you ever heard people say you need to start with the end in mind? But they just don't tell you what that looks like, does it? So yeah, you should start with the end in mind. But what does that mean? When you have a problem, whether that problem is the organization's problem or your department's problem or your own problem, when you go to speak to someone about solving it, you need to have some idea what you want that solution to be. And when you speak to them, assume that you're going to get the solution you want. Have that solution mapped out, and then speak to them about that solution in their language, in their value-based bank language. Speak to them in communication that values them. Let's take, for example, someone who has a financial problem. Say, for example, a loan, and they've missed a payment. And the missing of the payment was simply something that they had little or no control over. And they go to the person that holds their loan, and they know that they need to make a payment. They need to get this caught up, but they can't right now. So if I owe you money and I know that I can't pay you right now, but it's my responsibility to pay you, and it's my responsibility to find a solution for this. But I'm hoping that you'll let me do it this way. I'm hoping that you'll let me do A, B, and C. Okay? And I get there and I get a message from you that I've not just missed one payment, I've actually missed 3 payments. Oh my gosh, I would never knowingly let that happen, right? So I'm hoping, I've now scraped together the money for one payment because I thought that's all I missed. I'm hoping you'll let me make that one payment, right? And I know that I can have the money for the other 2 payments in a couple of weeks. So I come to you and I make a proposal. That's the end in mind, is that you will accept my proposal. So if you are a blueprint personality, I send you an email saying, my apologies. It was my understanding that I missed 1 payment. I now see that I missed 3. Here is my solution. My proposal is that I will pay you 1 payment now. I will pay you the balance in 2 weeks or 10 days or whatever, and that will have me caught up, and I will not miss another payment, period. That's going to the problem, addressing the problem with the end in mind. If you are in action, I may send you an email that says, hey, sorry, dude, my apologies. Didn't realize I'd missed the payments. Totally went over my head. Sending you X number of dollars today. We'll send you the balance in 2 weeks. Not going to happen again. Are we good? You're speaking to them in their language. The first one, you bullet pointed it out because that's how the systems and the processes of their brain work. The second one, you made it really casual, but got to the point that it's going to be fixed. If they're a different language, you're going to approach them in their language, but you're still going to have the end in mind, and being a solution that you know will work for you. Because if it doesn't work for you, it's also not going to work for them, right? So that's approaching the problem with the end in mind, but also using your knowledge of personality science to speak to them in their language, their value-based communication, their code. I'm Dr. Nan, and that's Dr. Nan's Thoughts on Leadership. Have a great day, and we'll see you in a week. We will be back with leadership and diversity in medicine. We have an amazing guest coming on. Be there. You don't want to miss this. I'll see you then.